Hi, I'm Beardmohbox, and I've compiled a list of the top 10 facts that you can tell people who won't be very impressed. I still think these 10 things are pretty interesting though, and what you're seeing in the background here is Madden 16's Super Bowl 50 presentation. Wrong teams, right Super Bowl. So let's get into it.
Number 10.
The largest winning margin of all time happened in Super Bowl 24 between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. The 49ers won the game 55-10, the biggest margin by 9 points, the second largest being when the 85 Bears beat the Patriots 46-10 in Super Bowl 20.
Number 9.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the most Super Bowls, having won 6. Right behind them are the Packers and the 49ers, who have both won 5. The Baltimore Ravens are the only team that have been to more than one Super Bowl and have won every time, but the 49ers have the best record out of teams that have been more than twice, with a winning percentage of .83, winning 5 and losing only 1. The team with the worst luck are the Buffalo Bills, who made it to 4 straight Super Bowls but never managed to take the trophy home.
Number 8.
This one is a little bit darker, but is still worth mentioning. Texas Attorney General Greg Abbott claimed in 2011 that the Super Bowl is commonly known as the single largest human trafficking incident in the United States. According to Forbes, 10,000 prostitutes were brought to Miami in 2010 for the Super Bowl. Now, many sources argue the numbers are exaggerated, but it's a pretty depressing thought nevertheless.
Number 7.
Super Bowl 1 saw the Chiefs and Packers square off and had a total of 51 million viewers in the US. Last year's Super Bowl was watched by over 114 million people in the United States alone. Attendance has always been pretty similar, down to the fact that stadiums haven't really gotten much bigger over the last 50 years. Super Bowl 1's attendance was at about 60% capacity, whereas last year's Super Bowl did go over the basic non-expanded capacity.
Number 6.
The NFC is currently in the lead with 26 Super Bowl wins, which of course means that the AFC only has 23. This is largely down to a 13-year period of dominance by the NFC in which only 6 different teams won all 13 Super Bowls. That period also saw repeat wins by both the 49ers and the Cowboys.
Number 5.
The NFL keeps a pretty tight leash on its trademarked terms like Super Bowl, not allowing any unauthorized commercial use of the terms. This leads to many non-sponsoring organizations using terms like the big game. For example, if I were making money of this video, I might have to call it the top 10 facts about the big game.
Number 4.
All but 4 teams currently in the NFL have been to the Super Bowl at least once. The 4 that have never made the trip: the Cleveland Browns, Jacksonville Jaguars, Houston Texans, and the Detroit Lions. The Jags and Texans are recent expansion teams, and the Lions and Browns have both been NFL champions prior to the Super Bowl era. Out of 49 Super Bowls, there have only been 19 different winners, meaning that 9 teams have made the big game but have never won.
Number 3.
New Orleans has hosted the most Super Bowls of any one city, having had the event take place there 10 times. The South Florida metropolitan area has also hosted 10 Super Bowls, with the Los Angeles metropolitan area in third with 7. The home of the Saints, the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, has hosted more Super Bowls than any other stadium, with 7 taking place there. The Orange Bowl, which was demolished in 2008, held 5 Super Bowls.
Number 2.
Super Bowl 50 will be aired on CBS, and this is fitting as CBS also aired Super Bowl 1. CBS, however, wasn't the only network that aired Super Bowl 1, as it was actually simultaneously aired by both CBS and NBC. Until 1985, it was on rotation between these two networks until ABC joined, and in 1997, Fox aired its first Super Bowl, and the network rights are currently in rotation between NBC, CBS, and Fox, with ABC no longer in rotation. NBC and CBS have aired 18 games, with this year's being CBS's 19th, and Fox and ABC have both aired 7 each. NFL broadcasting legend John Madden is the only person to broadcast a Super Bowl for each of the 4 networks.
Number 1.
Here we are, the final one, and this last one I've always found fascinating. In this year's Super Bowl, a 30-second ad slot will cost a cool $5 million. 30 seconds, $5 million. An ad of the same length cost $2.2 million in 2003 when the Buccaneers beat the Raiders. In 1970, it cost only $78,000. If the trend continues at the same level, which it obviously won't, 30 seconds in Super Bowl 100 will cost $460 million. Unlikely.
Oh my god, play!
Hey, you made it to the end of the video! If you haven't seen the previous video yet, you can do that by clicking here. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, you can do that by clicking here and subscribing. New videos every Friday and Sunday, and sometimes Wednesdays too.